President, Ms. Kenyatta Bowman, and her husband is going to swear her in. I'm not going to crack no small joke. We're just going to turn the camera, and y'all going to make sure she's visible. So if you can bring her in front, she'll get on me about that. If you can use the mic, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You can take it off.
Take it off.
Yeah, ours come off over here.
Everybody can hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Okay, repeat after me. I, Kenyatta Bowman, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of this state,
and the Constitution of this state,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of member of the School Board of Education
of office of School Board of the Education
of the school district of the City of Pontiac according to the best of my ability.
of the School District of the City of Pontiac to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right. We're going to hold comments to the end. If we're going to now, Mr. Trustee Troy Kraft.
I, Troy Kraft,
I, Troy Kraft,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this state,
and the Constitution of this state,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of a member of the Board of Education
of the office of a member of the Board of Education
of the School District of the City of Pontiac
of the School District of the City of Pontiac
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
Woo!
Yes, sir. Welcome. All right. Next, we're going to have up our current treasurer, Shaquana Davis Smith. Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, so repeat after me.
Okay.
I, Shaquana Davis Smith,
I, Shaquana Davis Smith,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this state,
and the Constitution of this state,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of member of the Board of Education of the School District of the City of Pontiac. I don't know where to start.
English teacher.
That I will faithfully
That I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
of member of the Board of Education
of member of the Board of Education
of the School District
of the School District
of the City of Pontiac
of the City of Pontiac
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And now we're going to swear in our current acting secretary for this evening, Miss Anisha Hanna. VP, you got the minute.
I, Anisha Hanna,
I, Anisha Hannah,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of this state,
and the Constitution of this state,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of the member of the Board of Education. The duties of
the
the
duties
office
of the office
of member
of member
of the Board of Education
of the Board of Education
of the school district
of the school district
of the city of Pontiac
of the city of Pontiac
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and now we're going to have Mr. Marcus, Trustee Marcus Terry. Hi, Miss Terry.
Repeat after me.
Just speak up a little bit.
I, Marcus Terry,
I, Marcus Terry,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of this state,
and the Constitution of this state,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of office
the duties of office
of members of the Board of Education
of members of the Board of Education
of the school district of the city of Pontiac,
of the school district of the city of Pontiac,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Amen.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to do something a little different, Sue, at this point, at this time, right? So, because they have a lot of family members here, we're going from the regular board meeting, we're going to take a 10-minute recess so they can take pictures with their family in front of here, and then we'll convene back at 6:20 p.m. Is that fine? 10 minutes? Is that good? That's good. You're free to say it's not good if it's not. Like, okay, all right, sound good to me. All right, awesome. All right, we're going to be adjourned until 6:20 p.m. So if you want to take the pictures here.
Yeah.
So in the order, okay. So if you want to take the pictures in the order that you got swore in, so Trustee Bowman will be up first, and then Trustee Kraft, and then Trustee Smith, Trustee Hannah, and then Trustee Terry. Right. I tell you.
I got it on my phone. I didn't want to be on my phone the whole time.
Well, welcome back, those who are at home. Thank you for joining us. We had to have a brief picture-taking moment to celebrate the re-election and the new election of the trustees for the city of Pontiac, for the Pontiac School District in the city of Pontiac. And so I'm very excited about this group, about this group of men and women who have, over the years, I've seen grow into the positions. They've always been solid pillars for the Pontiac School District. The things that we have needed to accomplish, they were always grassroots and behind the scenes. And it's nothing like being at the decision-making table now after having some history and some knowledge. I finally feel at this moment this is going to be a special group of board trustees, and what we have to do for the city will be done through this dais. So Superintendent, thank you so much for lending us that time throughout the meeting. So our acting secretary, if we can all put a prayer up silently for Trustee Gross. He's not feeling too well. It is not COVID. It's just something's going on. He traveled to Florida and he didn't want to risk any one of us getting ill. So he's at home watching and texting me about my mannerisms today. So he's still close. So our acting secretary this evening will be Trustee Hannah. Ms. Hannah, if you could take roll call, please.
Vice President Bowman,
Present.
Trustee Kraft,
Present.
Treasurer Davis Smith,
Present.
President Garrett,
Present.
Trustee Gross is absent, I'm present, and Trustee Terry.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. If we can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Need a motion on the floor to amend the agenda.
So moved.
Support.
So moved by Trustee David Smith, supported by Vice President Bowman. We're going to amend the agenda to under the regular working agenda, Board of Education, discussion item, Wisner property offer. That is the amendment. It has been moved and it has been seconded. Any questions, comments, and concerns about it? Okay. Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Treasurer Davis Smith,
Yes.
President Garrett,
Yes.
Trustee Hannah, I'm voting yes, Trustee Terry,
Yes.
and Vice President Bowman.
Yes.
All right.
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we need a motion on the floor to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved.
So moved by Trustee Hannah, supported by Trustee Terry. Questions, comments, or concerns to the motion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Treasurer Davis Smith,
Yes.
President Garrett,
Yes.
Trustee Hannah, I'm voting yes, Trustee Terry,
Yes.
VP Bowman, and Trustee
Yes.
Kraft.
Yes.
All right, awesome. We have our first official working agenda for the 2023 year. We're going to move down to award and recognition. Superintendent, the board meeting and the floor is yours. This just feels different. I'm sorry, Sue. This just feels different.
It's a great day. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New
We
Year.
are excited when we can recognize and celebrate individuals who do the great work in the Pontiac School District. I would like to take this time to read a proclamation from Governor Gretchen Whitmer. And it will read as January 2023 as School Board Recognition Month. Whereas Michigan is home to nearly 600 locally elected local school district boards that work to enrich the lives of Michigan students through education and directly influencing instruction in Michigan's public schools. And whereas local school board members are exceptional public servants who have dedicated and committed themselves to this duty by governing school districts, listening to parent voices, and advancing student achievement and well-being in the schools and communities they serve. And whereas during this month, we join with the Michigan Associations of School Boards, Michigan Department of Education, local school districts, and community organizations to recognize and raise awareness of the countless efforts and contributions of local school boards and the school board members throughout the state of Michigan. And now, therefore, I, Gretchen Whitmer, Governor of Michigan, do hereby proclaim January 2023 as School Board Recognition Month in Michigan. Today, we want to recognize our Pontiac School District Board members. We celebrate you. We salute you for the countless hours and thankless jobs that you do on a daily basis for this community and the students throughout. We celebrate you, and we want to provide you a token of our appreciation from administration, as well as the community, and they are going to present you with a small gift of thanks.
What? Thank you.
So, as we go around this summer and communicate and celebrate with our community, you will have chairs. If one trustee can take one out to show the community. Okay. We always want to represent purple during the Dream Cruise and all the special events. And so our trustees will be sitting and representing the Phoenix Nation.
Thank you so much. Wow.
So each board trustee during the next board meeting, we're going to celebrate you again and give you another token of appreciation since we want to celebrate you during the month of January. Thank you for all you do.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
This next recognition is a bittersweet moment for me. Those that do know, we have our Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction retiring at the end of this month. She has done a phenomenal job, and we celebrate you today for all of the dedication and hard work you have provided for this district. You have done some very innovative approaches. You have taken us to the next level, and we want to celebrate you today with a token of our appreciation from the Pontiac School Board, administration, and myself. I will read this plaque that we will present to Dr. Eccles. With great appreciation, the Pontiac School District honors Dr. Deshale Eccles. We thank you for the incredible impact you have made on our district. You are an exceptional leader and innovator. Your commitment to our students' success, both academically and socially, has played a major role in the implementation of programs, paving the way for continued long-term achievement. Your leadership in collaboration with your team has brought forth countless innovative ideas that have positioned Pontiac as a thought leader for the future of education. We celebrate you and wish you happiness in your retirement. The significance of your time with the Pontiac School District will not be forgotten. Presented on January 9th, 2023. Please come and receive. Would you like to say anything?
I promised myself I would not cry anymore. I cried all of December. But I do want to say, Superintendent, President Garrett, board members, CNI team, the best team in the Pontiac School District, hands down. Colleagues, thank you for welcoming me 3.5 years ago, reflecting back on all of the work we've done after and during the pandemic. It's been a blessing. Thank you, Superintendent, for trusting me with this work. I'm truly blessed. It's been an honor, and I'm truly grateful. So it's been, like the Superintendent said, bittersweet, but at the end of the day, I appreciate everyone welcoming me and being part of Pontiac School District.
All right. Comments from the board? Trustee David Smith.
Dr. Eccles, I just wanted to say thank you again for everything you've done for us, and you are greatly appreciated and you will be missed. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Trustee Terry.
Congratulations. I know I've been here a short period of time, but it's been a pleasure and an honor working with you. So congratulations on your retirement. I'm trying to get there one day, so keep cheering me on. But I wish you the best for your future endeavors and whatever else you plan on accomplishing. So congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Hannah?
Thank you. Dr. Eccles, I know too, it hasn't been a long period of time, but it has truly been a pleasure working with you. And the work that you have done and just the love and commitment you've shown to this district has been exceptional. So thank you for all that you've done and good luck to you on your next chapter.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Vice President Bowman?
Congratulations on freedom. But we will miss you tremendously. Thank you so much for all you've done for this district. You know, it has been an absolute pleasure to know you. So thank you and good luck with your future endeavors.
All right. Thank you. Ma'am, like I said, Phoenix Nation is your home. You have built a cornerstone here. So whenever you decide to come out of retirement and the things that you are wish to do back in education, you are more than welcome to come here. This is your home and we appreciate you. I thank you personally for just the challenges and setting the bar to where it needs to be. Having our superintendents back, for me, that was very important. And as I came back to transition back to the board, it allowed me to focus on the things that I needed to do as a board, as a boardsman. And so I appreciate that because that does not happen in every district. What we have here is very special. What you've done and what you've been able to accomplish, MDE has recognized it. Those things and honor is because of your work and your team. So take that, own that, and I appreciate that. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, board. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to move down to recognition of elected officials. Elected officials. Well, Veronica Taylor for a precinct delegate. We want to recognize you here. How you doing, ma'am? Thank you for joining us.
And I love you all.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of this school board without government. Thanks.
Okay. We're going to move down. Oh, I see 6 other trustees. How you doing, trustees?
Good evening.
Mr. Kraft is the part where you say good evening. All right. He's just like, if I say one, he told me, hey man, Gross ain't here. He ain't gonna get us, bro. We have to live our life tonight. We're gonna have to live it up tonight. Okay. We're gonna move down to consent agenda. Madam Secretary for the evening, if you can call roll call, please.
President Garrett,
Yes.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Terry,
Yes.
VP Bowman,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
and Treasurer Davis Smith.
Yes.
We pass.
All right. Thank you. We're gonna move down to the regular working agenda. Discussion item 2022-2023 budget amendment number 1. Mr. Graham is the presenter. Superintendent, the meeting is yours.
Thank you. We went over the discussion already. We've gone through it. Jim, would you like to go through it again, or President, would you like him to go through?
Well, we've been through it. I think this is about the 3rd time. So actually, I don't.
Okay.
But if none of the board members object to it or have any problems with it, thank you. It is a working board, so exhaustively and continuously we put them to work. And so, Mr. Graham, thank you for as you presented it. This would have been the 4th time we asked that we not do that tonight. So
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And if you do want a copy of the budget amendment, that will be on our website
Correct.
as well. And also, as we begin to discuss committees, I'm going to bring some of that up in my closing comments. There will be an opportunity for some people to be on our committees from the public. So go ahead.
And if I may add, just for a point of reference for the community, Jim, can you tell them what our fund balance currently is so that they know that we are definitely continuing to be good shepherds of the dollar amount based off of our last budget amendment and audit?
Yes. Let me get the exact amount.
Can you hit your mic? I think that's okay.
Yes.
So the amount of as I think everybody's aware, we at one point had $51 million deficit. The adopted budget, actually, the First Amendment, which we are presenting tonight for approval, increases let me just grab it here, so I have the exact amount, increases the fund balance to $13,086,133, which is a significant turnaround. That's more than a 13% fund balance of our expenditures, so a very positive trend in the district.
Great, thank you.
Awesome. All right, thank you. Thank you for raising that clarification. I appreciate it. We're going to move down to action item approval of the 22-23 budget amendment. Need a motion on the floor?
So moved. Support.
So moved by trustee Bowman, supported by trustee Davis Smith. Questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, roll call, please.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Terry,
Yes.
VP Bowen,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Treasurer Davis Smith,
Yes.
and President Garrett.
Yes.
Pass, sir.
All right, thank you. We're going to move under General Counsel of Human Resources to Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. The presenter will be Mrs. Kellum, and Superintendent, the meeting is yours.
Thank you. It's an honor today to receive a former Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. It was truly a blessing to be able to have the opportunity to bring this individual back. She, prior to Dr. Eccles, has done a phenomenal job in this district in moving the needle academically and putting in blueprint systems as we initially approached this during entering into our consent agreement. So at this time, those that do not remember her, Dr. Kimberly Leverett will be returning back to the district, and Mrs. Kellum will give you all information, but it is an honor for her to come back to the Pontiac School District and continue the work that Dr. Eccles has completed, and we're excited to continue this journey. And I'll turn it over to Ms. Kellum.
Thank you, Superintendent, and good evening. Good evening, President Garrett,
Good evening.
trustees, colleagues, and community members. I bring before you tonight for discussion and action, contract for Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum Instruction, Dr. Kimberly Leverett. The background rationale reads, the proposed 22-23 contract will secure Kimberly Leverett's contract and shall be at the annual rate of $137,343.36. This amount will be prorated from January through June. Regarding the base salary for the 22-23 school fiscal year, July 1, 2022 through June 30, 2023, if the operating tax levy for a given fiscal year increases less than 3% from the previous fiscal year tax levy, there will be no salary schedule increase. If the operating tax levy for a given fiscal year increases greater than 3% from the previous fiscal year tax levy, the salary schedule increase shall equal 50% of the percentage increase above 3%. For example, if the tax levy increases 6%, then the wage scale shall increase 1.5%, which is 6% minus 3% times 50%. The salary schedule increase shall not exceed 5% in any given year. The funding source will be a portion from grant funding and a portion from general funds. It is the recommendation of administration that the Board of Education approve the contract of Kimberly Leverett, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction from January 16, 2023 through June 30, 2024, with the base salary for January 16 through 2023 through June 30, 2024 at a prorated amount of $137,343.56. I'm sorry, her resume and her certification are attached, and Dr. Leverett is in the audience with her family.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. At this time, any questions from the board? Trustee Terry, go ahead.
I got real quick for this new position. It's not a new position, but this was posted, or was
This position was not posted.
It was not posted. Was this an internal friend selection, or
No.
how was this done?
This was done due to the prior work that she has done in the past, and that we're in the middle of a school year, and she was available to come back.
Okay. For the years that she was here, I guess I want to understand, and it's just a learning process for me. So just work with me, okay? I don't quite understand the leaving and then bringing back part. I guess I'm not for sure what the circumstances were at that time. I know there was different board members.
Yes, I'll let the president explain that situation.
What that situation entailed that I guess now we coming back to where we, I guess, left.
Just a beautiful thing about having history, right? And so the board at the time, when it came down to handling contracts, they handled them on a personal basis. I don't like a person. They put it out there that I didn't like a person. Person had a job they need to take care of. They had to find somewhere to basically take care of their family. So it was actually a previous board before this one that decided to apply certain kind of pressure of making note that if certain things wasn't done, this person wouldn't be there. And then to have a person of that caliber leave, that's to my knowledge of why, and then doing my investigation of why they left. Well, the scores were going up, things that we had as far as a district that we needed to do before COVID, those things were going up. We had not quite got to I-ready yet, did we?
No, we were
not quite got to I-ready yet. However, to me, it was unfairly justified where this person had to be forced to leave. Just making it plain without putting in, right. So the return, asking for the person who knows the district, who understands the systems, the numbers, the data in which that we govern our superintendent by, to continue to have that in an upward fashion and then make that person available. As I always tell you, vote your own conscience, you bring that person back. But it was also bringing that person back with the authority that the board had changed. The board governance had changed, our philosophy have changed, what we did as far as our actions have changed, and who we are as people have changed. I would never tell somebody to come back to the same system if I thought for 1 second that we haven't handled our business. Because the board had handled their business in the previous months that the person was gone, of course, we didn't think that Dr. Eccles will be retiring at this particular point in time. In the business sense, which is the part that we handle, I thought it was a good business sense to bring the person back who already knew our kids, knew it wouldn't be as disruptive if you brought somebody in from the outside who have a tendency of saying, because they knew, you're going to do it like I want it to be done, versus somebody who had already created a system that you had been proving that Dr. Eccles came in and was able to continue to push the scores and then be able to get that person again to come back to even see more of an improvement. So that's why she's being presented to the board at this time.
Okay. And then I guess my other question was how did we come up with this particular salary amount?
This is the current salary that, for our salary schedule for the assistant superintendents, this is the salary that we have currently.
Okay.
So it's the same salary that we are working with right now.
So that's where we came with that number. It just
No, it's not. It's on our salary table, on our salary schedule that Jim created for us in 2020, I believe.
It's the salary for all assistant superintendents.
Yeah, I was just curious how the number got generated or just pulled over, but okay. All right, thank you.
And then keep in mind, we will go over our organizational chart, but at the beginning of each school year, and it's probably, I have worked y'all kind of hard. I would never repeat that again, but we vote on that salary schedule at the beginning of the year. And so that's what we go by our salary schedule. So any other questions? This is why I love this Board of Education. There's some people sitting in that audience and right now that's been following us for 20, maybe 30 plus years, and we would have never got through that conversation. That would have been a 4-hour conversation that we would have had to have a closed session on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm super excited about what's about to happen in this district. But we got any other questions? Okay. Seeing none, we're going to move down, or hearing none, we're going to move down to approval of the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction contract. Need a motion on the floor.
So moved. Support.
So moved by Trustee Bowman, supported by Trustee Davis Smith. Questions, comments, or concerns to the motion? Hearing none, roll call.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Terry,
Yes.
VP Bowman,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Treasurer Davis Smith,
Yes.
President Garrett.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, and welcome, Dr. Leverett. If you want to take the podium for a few words, we'll appreciate it. Your right-hand woman wanted to go with you too. She was ready. I got you, Mama. I got you.
Well, good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. President Garrett, trustees, Superintendent Williams, Pontiac School District, and the community, thank you once again. Pontiac School District is my home away from home, and if anyone knows me, they will tell you she is passionate about education, and I love children. I believe I said that more than a little over 6.5 years ago when I was here. But the work that we do is so very important. And so I am very pleased and very honored to step back in this position and work with you, Dr. Eccles, as you transition into your retirement. It's a wonderful thing, so congratulations. But again, just thank you, President Garrett, Superintendent, and trustees for this tremendous opportunity.
Okay, awesome. Any comments from the board before we move on? Okay, I said doctor, didn't I?
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna receive it. I
That's
receive it. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm there's not enough words to express. When Dr. Eccles said she was retiring, I'm like, what are we doing? And then superintendent at some point,
I let the beans spill.
and I kept it close. So seeing your face today, it just warms my heart. And I'm so glad to know you know our children, you know our district, you know our community, and we hitting the ground running. The trifecta for a small moment, but I appreciate it and thank you. Welcome back.
All right. Any other comments from the board? Thank you for accepting the offer. Thank you for retrusting us. We are a different board. We have a different philosophy in how we govern our district and how we govern ourselves. We hold ourselves accountable first. We had to change some things within us before we can even make an offer as such for you to come back. Our community trusts us. They trust us with everything. And we hold that to the cup. We hold that to the heart. I've been in this district now. I'm going on my 25th year in the district, and make no mistake about it, we will not be going back to where we came from 10 years ago. And so thank you for retrusting us. You will not regret it, sir. Thank you. Because I know it hits, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And I know you get it more than we get it. So we guarantee we believe in trust. We believe in not having stress. But if we do have it, we believe in putting it in its proper place. And that's what, so welcome back to the family. Phoenix Nation I'm just glad for you to be here, and thank you for taking that offer, because I did not know what we was going to do. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're going to move down to curriculum and instruction again, discussion action item, MICLSD grant purchase. Dr. Eccles, Superintendent, Dr. Eccles is the presenter. Superintendent Williams, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I will defer to Dr. Eccles at this time.
Thank you, Superintendent. Good evening again, Superintendent, President Garrett, board members, community members, and staff members. And this evening, administration is bringing before you for both discussion and action the purchase of over $28,048 for our Michigan CLSD grant, which is also known as the Michigan Comprehensive Literacy State Development Grant. In order for us to support student success in our ELA content area during the 2022-23 school year and beyond, we would like to purchase and obtain services for the following areas that will ensure student and staff success. The first purchase is for $173,000 for $108.14. The company is Lee & Low. The purchase is for our preschool and elementary diverse classroom libraries for 88 classrooms, which include our resource room classrooms as well. The second purchase is for $46,918.88 plus assembly costs. The company is School Specialty. This is a purchase for book carts to hold our preschool and elementary diverse classroom libraries for 88 classrooms, which also include our resource room classrooms. The third purchase is for $59,450. The company is Savas. This is to support our high school core ELA curriculum coaching services, which is my perspectives as our high school curriculum course, our curriculum source. Our fourth purchase is for $61,734. The company is Scholastic. This is for our middle school and high school, also our ITA and K-5 book fair, take-home libraries for our students. The fifth purchase is for $80,028.17. The company is Great Minds. The purchase is for our elementary and middle school core ELA curriculum materials, subscriptions, and coaching support for our Wit and Wisdom elementary core source for elementary for grades kindergarten through 8th. Attached, you will find the list of the items. This is not a new adoption, only a continuation of our current adoptions. The funding source is our Michigan CLSD grant. It is the recommendation of administration that the Board of Education approves the materials, the furniture, subscriptions, and PD services not to exceed in the amount of $421,538.39, which includes the cart assembly cost for the book cart.
Pardon me. Thank you. Any questions from the board? Trustee Terry.
You did mention this was a continuation of the current program we got going now. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do we have any feedback on the status of that current program?
Well, in the literacy programs, we have maybe 5 that we're currently have. So for feedback for Wit and Wisdom, we are doing instructional rounds. We have instructional rounds scheduled next week at Whitman with our elementary principals. And so we receive feedback from our teacher panel. We have 3 teachers to come before us during our principals meeting. They'll tell us how it's going, what they need changed, additional support as well. So that's something we continuing to do. For our diverse classroom library, this is a requirement from the state that we have these libraries in our elementary classrooms. We do already have the libraries in our middle school and our high school classrooms, so that's a continuation as well. And then from my perspectives with ELA for high school, this is really new. So we know that we have to provide coaching support for those new teachers at the high school, and that's ongoing as well. So really, once we finish with looking at our local assessment and our state assessment results with Wit and Wisdom, that has yielded those results, as in we're moving the needle in the positive direction and increasing ELA and literacy achievement.
Okay.
As well as feedback from Michigan Department of Ed, of which we shared with our priority schools, where 2 of them were removed off. This was a new adoption from the Wit and Wisdom for the elementary. So the data is showing that it is working, and the blueprint is definitely feasible for us to continue moving the needle.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions at this time? Trustee Terry, good questions. These are some things that we approved in the beginning of the school year as it relates to the curriculum that we want to go in front of our students. However, there's always a great time to have feedback, and we'll be starting on our second board retreat in April, and we'll have a definitely final update for the trustees as we move into that final board retreat. So thank you. We're going to move down to approval of the MICLSD grant purchases. Need a motion?
So moved.
Support.
So moved by Trustee Bowman, supported by Trustee Davis Smith. Questions, comments, or concerns? I hear none to the motion. Roll call.
Trustee Terry.
Yes.
VP Bowman.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Treasurer Davis Smith.
Yes.
President Garrett.
Yes.
And I'm voting yes. Motion passed.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. We're going to move down to the item that was added to the agenda. I want to make sure I get the proper. It was the discussion and action item. It was under D as the regular working agenda, the Wisner property offer. Because our policy states that before we talk about an offer to one of our properties, we must go into closed session to have that discussion. Those who are at home, we will be back shortly if we're approved to go into closed session to discuss an offer on a property that was not for sale, which is the Wisner property. So just note it for the community. The district never had the property up for sale, but somebody did decide us to make an offer for Wisner property. And so because we have to do our due diligence to discuss that, we have to do it in closed session first before we come back out here to take a vote on it. I would have loved to just take a vote on it, but we have to follow the rules, right? So I need a motion on the floor to go into closed session, which is an approved reasoning and rationale to go into closed session is the studying or offering of district property or any school district property. I need a motion on the floor.
Support.
So moved by trustee David Smith, supported by trustee Terry. Questions, comments, or concerns to the motion? Hearing none, roll call. Oh, before you take roll. So even after we come out of closed session and we hear the offer, then that's open to discussion, and we will be having a brief description and discussion on the floor about the offer. But because of the policy, we have to go into closed session first. So those who are at home, I wouldn't go anywhere yet. And those who are here, I wouldn't go anywhere yet. Roll call.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Treasurer David Smith,
Yes.
President Garrett.
Yes.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Terry
Yes.
and VP Bowen.
Yes.
All
Motion
right.
passed.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. We're going to closed session at 6:55 p.m. We'll be right back. I know, man. You would think all the time I just be some old bitter humbug, giant, old humbug. We ain't doing. I think that's the biggest closed session we ever had. Who am I missing?
Wait, we're trying to go watch the football game tonight.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Soup. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
My boy made it back.
I'm not talking about that now. Why Mrs. Terry is sitting there watching me. I'm not bringing that up right now, Trustee Terry. I'm not gonna do it. You ain't about to get me like that, sir. That's not. I know them tricks. I ain't getting involved in that. So welcome back. Need a motion to come out of closed session, please.
So moved.
Support.
So moved by Trustee Bowman, supported by Trustee Terry. Roll call, please.
Treasurer Davis Smith,
Yes.
President Garrett.
Yes.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Terry,
Yes.
VP Bowen,
Yes.
and Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, thank you. We are now out of closed session at 7:08 p.m. and we have fulfilled our obligation to our policies and procedures. We're going to move down. Again, we're going to open it up to a discussion item for the Wisdom property offer. There's certain things that I can say, certain things that I can't say. So just give me the look, so I don't, go over it, be like, like I usually do. Don't throw nothing at me like I usually do, but just go, that'll help me out. And so there was an offer by the city of Pontiac to offer us $1.5 million for a sale of Wisner property. That's 3 parcels that sit off of Cesar Chavez and Mount Calm, next to Lee Industrial. We have a currently lease with Lee Industrial. The property was not for sale, and I want to keep putting that out there because sometimes people have a tendency of, well, they made an offer, y'all had it for sale, I didn't see it. It was not for sale. This is an offer that they made. So from a little historical perspective, I'm going to attempt to recall the steps in which we got to this point. And so as a board, we work as a committee. And so there had been previous conversations even before we even knew that they were even interested in Wisner, some previous conversations in the community. But the board had discussions about partnering with the city of Pontiac even before this dais changed or in previous city council or the new mayor came into office last year. And so the school district did his due diligence of wanting to partner with the city for several years now. We just couldn't really get that done with the previous administration over at the city of Pontiac. It was always a force feed or something that was a dominant kind of a bully mentality. And that's just not what the place that we were in as far as the school district was concerned. And so hearing some of the conversations around what were happening about wanting to purchase Wisner, trustees had been part of community conversations as it relates to the purchase, but it had never been a formal offer to come to the full board or come to the superintendent at that particular point in time. I did, as school board president, address the administration over at the city about that conversation or the conversations about it, and they said they'll get back to me, and then they did get back to me, but they wanted to, we put it in facilities committee. We had a facilities committee meeting where any discussion around purchasing would go to the committee first. They came, they brought some discussion items, and there were some questions that were given from the trustees in that meeting, and they were supposed to come back to that particular committee. Well, hence they didn't come back. We get an offer. That offer, I had to go to the committee and ask that we move it out of committee following our policies and our procedures and how we handle business over here at the school district. And if I had their permission to take it out of committee to bring it to the full board. If they would have said no, I would have had to keep it in committee until I was able to negotiate with those committee trustees to see if I can bring it to the full board. They approved for me to bring it to the full board. Hence, we put it on the agenda for tonight. Hence, would have us going to closed session. At this particular point in time, the offer again was, I believe, $1.5 million. The speculation or the assumption it was to be for a rec, where a youth rec would be in the city of Pontiac. I think that was one of their consideration. There's no one here to really kind of answer that particular question. If that's what it's for or not, that would be only my assumption and my rationale behind it. So, any other comments? I will open up the floor now to any other comments from any trustees around this discussion item. I didn't get any nods, so therefore I did not violate any laws yet. Any other comments from trustees? Okay. Going once, twice. Okay, because I'm just being fair. So my last comment would be is understanding clearly, and this is for those who are at home and those who are in the community, those who are watching. We are very above board in what we're handling how we handle our business as a school district. This particular Board of Education, we're very transparent. We have policy and procedures that we follow and we will follow. There are steps that you communicate certain things, and how you communicate those things do bear a witness or do bring a, let's just see, thought in mind when it feels like you're violating that policy and that procedure. We are upfront when it comes to wanting to help our students and partner with anybody or anyone who wants to partner with the school district, but it will be a partnership. It will not be a dictatorship. History has proven over and over again that when the district is in a position to be able to do something, we're always dictated to what our actions should be. And when we were in a poor mentality, when we were in a mentality of we was just scratching, or we had or assumed that we had no power, that seemed to be the conclusion that we would just take anything that was given to us. And that's what happens when you have a poor mindset, or you're in a mindset of struggle, or things are pushed against your back is against the wall. You have the ability of just accepting anything. We have clawed our way out of this deficit with the members of the Pontiac School District, with the community, with Pontiac School District employees, with administration, with this Board of Education. Last being this Board of Education. We finally just got on board with what everybody else is doing as it relates to make sure that we are saving and putting our students first. We have been vigilant over, I would say, the last 2 years of making sure that when the rumor mill come, we'll listen to the rumor, but we will extinguish it. Excuse me. We have also been very upfront of wanting to partner with the city of Pontiac. And that's what our constituents have told us. That's what the community have told us. That's what people who have expressed in best practices have told us, that you would do a partnership. So hence, I've been, and we have been trying to establish certain partnerships or MOUs with the city of Pontiac in its current state. We were able to pass the first MOU in 30 years between the city of Pontiac and the Pontiac School District when it relates to youth basketball in the city of Pontiac. So our elementary schools, that was the first MOU between both entities, the first in 30 years. So there's no, by far, I would like it to be said and noted, we care about our students. We are the governing fashion of the Pontiac School District. So in business, it did not make or does not make, and these are now my comments from Gil Garrett. These are not comments from the board. These are comments from Gil Garrett. We are transitioning from board president to trustee Garrett. It is not good business sense to sell a property that we do not have a valuation that I cannot bring in an assessment and show my board trustees, our trustees, and show our community that we've done our due diligence. It doesn't matter who wants to purchase it. It is as a resident of Pontiac, as somebody who will be buried here and someone who will have a statue on Woodward, and I tell you, it will be a nice statue on Woodward, that it's not good business sense to have a property that you're going to have to dump millions of dollars into and then turn around and say, we may have to do something different. It will behoove anyone, municipality, county, state. You would want to partner with your local school district if they have more property than you, if the finances match your finances, if you're struggling in any kind of way, you want a partner that can come in and lend its expertise. That's what we're willing to do. That's what we've always been willing to do. That's what we will continue to do. And so, with that being said, I will now move down to action item because I would like to put this as a motion. The Board of Education action item will be the approval of the Wisner property offer of Wisner Stadium. Need a motion.
So moved.
So moved by trustee Hannah.
Support.
Supported by trustee Davis Smith. Questions or comments, concerns to the motion? And this motion is to either vote to reject the offer or accept the offer. Roll call.
President Garrett,
No.
I'm voting no. Trustee Terry,
No.
VP Bowen,
No.
Trustee Kraft,
No.
and Treasurer Davis Smith.
No.
Thank you.
Motion has passed.
The motion has passed to reject the offer of the Wisner property. Thank you. We are now going to go down our agenda to communications, petitions, and delegations. Are there any communications, petitions, and delegations?
There are none.
VP, thank you. 2023, and there are none. Board comments and announcements. Let's see. You know, Trustee Kraft, we're going to give you the privilege of having the first announcements from the newly elected Trustee Kraft for the 2023 school year. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. And thank you. And I'm humbled to be here. I'm a lifelong resident. Worked in the community for years. Went through Pontiac schools. I mean, I did the whole thing. Worked in the schools. Drove school bus for 13 years for first students. And I'm currently a high school basketball official, 29 years. So, you know, kids is my business. So, I have the honor of actually being put on a platform now where I can make a difference. And I really appreciate the people who voted for me, even though it was unopposed. You didn't have to actually mark my name down. So I'm like I said, I'm still humbled and honored to be working with the board, you know, that's got things going, moving in place. Administration. I mean, I love the administration. Miss Kelly, I mean, I've been knowing her for over like 12 since she's been here. And we've been working together, you know, in different ventures. And, you know, and one thing I can say, she's always supported my community programs. And like Attorney Seegers, Dr. Kellum, and just all of the colleagues around here and stuff like that. I'm humbled. I'm nervous. But I'm gonna be all right.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will, sir. Yes, you will. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. It does get better.
Right.
It gets better. It does get better. Trustee Shaquana Davis Smith. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Congratulations to Ms. Leverett and welcome back to the Pontiac School District. Again, Dr. Eccles, thank you for everything you've done for us since you came here. You went straight to work and helped us to transition into a healthier way where our scores are going up and things like that. And I really appreciate you. I would like to thank administration again. You guys do a fabulous job. Thank you for our new lawn chairs. Because of you guys, I appreciate you guys because with all the hard work you do, it make it easier for our board to do the work that we do. And that is it for tonight. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Awesome. Trustee Terry, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I like that hat too.
You know I had to earn it, right?
You did, sir. You did.
Good evening, everyone. I guess first off, thank you for installing your trust in me as being your board member for the school district of Pontiac. And also want to congratulate my other trustees as well that I got elected in for a new term. So congratulations to you all as well. The appreciation month, as you mentioned about the chairs. I appreciate that. It's always nice to be thought about and at least recognized for the things we do and the hard work we put in. We do hard work that you know, but it's for the kids, you know, make sure we get that straight. It's for the right reasons. It's for the kids. It's not for our own, I guess you want to say, agendas, self-praise and things like that. So appreciate the gifts. They will be used, especially at sporting events and tailgating and all those other fun activities we got throughout the year. So thank you for the gifts. Congratulations again, Dr. Eccles, on your retirement. I know it's been a journey for you probably and throughout the years, but you made a lot of accomplishments. I would say that you will be missed through all your hard work and your dedication to the students and everything. So congratulations again and wishing you the best on your future endeavors. Let's see, who else we missing? Obviously, we didn't touch much on the budget, but obviously we discussed that a couple meetings in November and December. So everything is looking good. So congratulations to the board members, to the staff, the administration, the teachers, the whole line in making this possible to start off this year, as you say, moving forward and in the right direction. And let's continue to do that. And I want to also say congratulations. I want to make sure I get the name correctly on our new, doctor. I want to make sure I'm getting this right. Dr. Leverett. Is it correct? Dr. Leverett. Congratulations on your new position. Welcome back, I would say, to the Pontiac School District, and looking forward to working with you as we continue on to push Pontiac forward. And Happy New Year's, everybody, if I haven't said that as well. But Happy New Year's. And I believe we're wrapping up with that one. So thank you again. It's been a good night.
All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. Trustee Hannah, how you doing, ma'am?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year.
Good. Happy New Year. Just congratulations again to all of our elected trustees. I'm looking forward to serving our term out with you as well. Thanks, Superintendent and the administration for the recognition, and for the community for voting for me and entrusting me to sit in this seat and be an advocate for our students here in the Pontiac District. Dr. Eccles, again, I just want to say that you have truly been a blessing and an asset to our district, and we really appreciate the leadership that you've given us. Welcome back again to Dr. Leverett. I was happy when she said, one, she loved kids, and two, the fact that she accepted this offer. So I'm looking forward to the work that she's going to continue to do here in our district. And that's all I have for tonight. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you. Vice President, how you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Happy New Year, ma'am.
Happy New Year. Congratulations to my trustees who we just got elected. Thank you for community for voting for us. superintendent and staff. I know this isn't my chair, but I'm just gonna say this. No matter where I go, I represent Pontiac, Michigan, and I love the fact that the district gives me so much Pontiac swag. Anywhere I go, whether it's a baseball cap, a winter cap, a chair, a jacket, it's such appreciated because whether I'm on this board or not, I am Pontiac. So I appreciate everyone who wants to continue to pour into our community. It's divine. Like, this is the best place to be. So let's have a fantastic year. Again, Dr. Eccles, thank you. That's all I got. Thank you. And Dr. Leverett, congratulations, and let's get going. Good night.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Quick few things, trustees. Our first board governance meeting will be February 6th, right? February 6th will be board governance. That's when we will get back to work. Of course, I'm going to bother you all the way up until then. I want to relook at our committee structure. We need to move and be at the same pace as administration. I have felt when I did an evaluation over the break that we could have moved a little faster if we would have had some things in committees a little sooner to get back to administration. And so we're going to tighten up on that. There are going to be a few more things around us being in the community and speaking more about what we're doing in the district. I want to thank you guys for the conversations you've been having and continuously to have about the school district in your own and individual platforms. Let me say this and be very clear about it. We are in the business of educating our kids and our students and providing an environment for them to have as much exposure to allow them to make the choices that they need to make. Now, with that being said, I clearly understand who comes into our classrooms and I clearly understand who comes in our district, and I'm not ashamed of it. It's a challenge, and it may be more of a challenge in some of our areas than other school districts or other places you may see, but it's our challenge. Now, if you don't believe that you're the person here to have that solution, I finally feel we have a board to have the solution. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I'll contest anything that you think that I said from the podium that may not be true, but I'm gonna put my 25 years on experience on the line on that. When it comes down to business, it will be Pontiac School District first. It will be Pontiac School District first. Not, I want to be able to talk to my constituency in public when I'm not at this dais about choices and decisions that we're making. When it comes down to youth recreation in this particular town here in the city of Pontiac, I know the school district is more than willing to, and we're going to partner. And partner means partner. That means somebody is going to be some giving on one take. You know, we're going to exchange some information, but it's a partnership. I clearly had an opportunity to work for a year or so, and I still continue to work over there at City Hall, helping the current mayor. I understand the dynamics in which he is working with. The previous administration left us with nothing. The previous administration, and I said it, left us with nothing. We had to basically start over. We had to rehire people. They left us with things with people with just, it was horrific, the things that were done over at City Hall. And so I applaud the mayor and I applaud this council for making some of the decisions that they've had to make. But however, when it comes to the Pontiac School District, it's the school district and we want to partner. And understanding that your back may be against the wall and it may not be, we're here to help and assist you. We are not your enemy. We are not your enemy. And so for those who like to play both sides against the middle, I wanted to go ahead and put that political moment out there for you that you will not be able to play us against the school district. The people say, best practice is for both entities to partner. And that means use whatever resource we have available for our citizens in the city of Pontiac. And that's what we tend to do. We lead the city of Pontiac from this dais, and we'll continue to do that. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity for this year. I'm grateful for this board. I am grateful for these trustees, administration. We will work. But but we will see the fruits of our labor because we put the time in. Dr. Eccles, again, Phoenix Nation is your home. I don't say this as a goodbye. This is so much of a see you later. Dr. Leverett, thank you for accepting that offer because I didn't know what we was going to be able to do. These national appointments was going to come in handy this time around, but to have consistency, and structure and order, we're blessed, and that doesn't happen, and so I know we have favor, and we no longer want to operate, by grace. We want to be intentional about what we do and how we do it and how we move. So I need a motion on the floor to close this meeting.
So moved.
Support.
So moved by Trustee Davis Smith. Moved by Trustee Bowman, supported by Trustee Davis Smith. Questions, comments, concerns to the motion? Hearing none. Roll call.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Terry,
Yes.
VP Bowen,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Treasurer Davis Smith,
Yes.
and President Garrett.
Yes.
Motion carries.
And the meeting is adjourned at 7:32 p.m. with the closed session. See you in a couple of weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Football time.
I believe it.
Right.